Hey guys, how are you doing today? Happy Saturday. It is Saturday, March 20th. Happy first day of spring if you are in the northern hemisphere. Does that make that the first day of fall for you in the southern hemisphere? I would think it would. I didn't really think that far ahead. Anyways, welcome. I'm Gerald, Ginger Gerald Stitcher, and this channel is all about crafting, cross stitch, knitting, and anything else I want to talk about, including plants. I am not going to talk about plants today, though. I don't know why, but my glasses are bothering me today. So I'm going to take those off as we talk about what I have to talk about today. I'm actually back a day after I filmed yesterday. So I have done some crafting as well as some video gaming, and I slept. And that's about all I've done since I've last seen you. I drank some coffee. I went to Walmart again. Anyways, my friend had to go to Walmart last night. I went to Walmart. I did not buy any plants. I was just there, so I have enough plants for a while. As much as it pains me to say that. But I came home last night, and I have been working on my sweater. And so let's go ahead and just get right on into that. So last night I did show you my sweater that I started. This is the Drops Twilight number 135-39. There is what it will look like when it is done. Itching my nose. This is a free pattern. You can find this on their website. There it is, garnstudio.com. Or I think I found this on the yarn.com, which is the webs where I bought a lot of my sock yarn. So webs yarn store, which is an online yarn retailer. So this is what it will look like when it's done. It is a basic V-neck pullover that has a seed stitch yoke. I am using Holst Coast yarn, which is a merino wool cotton blend, and I am doing this in the aconite color. So it's like a yellowy, of course, you know me and my yellow. So this is what the colorway looks like. I have 2 cones of the aconite that I bought on sale last year, about a year ago. I think it was last March that I bought this. And here is my progress since yesterday. So it's not going to be substantial since it's just one day, but I've actually now completed the rib, and I moved into the stockinette section of the piece. And this caused me some angst last night. So last night, whenever I completed the rib section, I had to decrease from the rib into the stockinette, and I had to decrease so many times. And then I always, whenever it tells you that you want to make sure that you have, it tells you how many stitches you should have on it, I always count. I think I counted 25 times, if not more. I think I was counting for 45 minutes. Every time I counted, I had a different number of stitches. So I counted and counted and counted and recounted and quadruple counted. And anyways, I finally figured out that I had the right number of stitches. Because then whenever I had that many issues, I wanted to make sure that I counted like 3 times in a row the right number of stitches before I moved on. So, and I am now at the stockinette portion. So this is moving, this is knit in the round. This is bottom up, the body. So I have a lot of stockinette stitching to go. And I'm enjoying this knitting. This is a lot of fun to knit. I worked on this a little bit this afternoon after lunch, and it's been a lot of fun to knit. So I'm going to continue working on this sweater. And this right now is the only thing I have going on my needles for knitting. So there we go. That is my knitting. Then today I did also work on some cross stitching. So cross stitching, I'm continuing to work on I have it in my new project bag that I got as a gift. I showed in my recent video. And I am currently working on my Riolis Red Panda. And again, this uses I'm using everything that came in the kit, and this uses the wool acrylic blend flosses. There's the colors that will be in the finished design. I didn't do a whole lot of stitching on this, but I am enjoying it. My guess is I will work on this through the end of the weekend and then start something or pull something different out tomorrow or Monday. But here is my progress so far. So again, basically all I worked on today, because I didn't work on this yesterday, all I worked on today was there's a darker gray there is a darker gray right in through here that I worked on, and I brought it all down in through here, around here, up and through here, and then up through here. So this color here I brought all in and around through this section here. So maybe 100 stitches, but progress is progress. So that is what I worked on today, stitching wise. I will probably continue to work on this tonight. Slow and steady. But I am starting to get my stitching energy back. So I'm hoping that with working on this again, I will want to work on my other projects. So that's why I'm thinking I will continue to work on this evening and tomorrow, and then we'll see where the feeling leads me. So there we go. That is Riolis Red Panda. This is on a 14 count bluish gray Aida that came in the kit, and I'm using, it's 2 strands of the wool acrylic floss over the 1X or the one of the fabric. All right, so I have some exciting news to share as far as what came in the mail today. Let me grab a drink. Out of the blue, I get a text notification that a package was delivered that, I mean, I was not expecting it to be delivered. I kind of thought it was lost forever. And then I got a text notification today that there was a package delivered in my mailbox. So I walked up, and it was my Exude Designs fabric that I ordered in December that I thought was lost forever, just hanging out in customs. So I have some Exude Designs fabric and silk to show you. I am so excited that I finally got this, because I had a project that I had planned for this silk that I'm going to show you. So the silks that I ordered, so she had recently, within the last, I think maybe the last year, started dyeing silks. So I wanted to order a couple to try out. I'm not a big silk person. I'm really not a big specialty floss person. I try to just stick with DMCs because I have the entire set, unless, you know, I have kits that then I just use the project, the flosses that come with the kit. So this, I ordered 3 silks of hers to try, so I wanted to just give her silks a try to see what they're like, because I love everything else of hers. So this is dark terracotta. It's showing up a little bit more orange than what it actually is. And each of her silks are 8.7 yards or 8 meters of silk. And I'm fairly certain that they're 6-ply. I could be wrong though. Are they 6-ply? Yeah, I think they're 6-ply. 1, 2, 3. Yep, they're 6-ply. 6-ply silk, and you get 8.7 yards or 8 meters. So that is showing up. It's a little bit more salmon-y than that. But that's dark terracotta. And what's nice is how I like how she has them packaged. So she packages her silks in individual little bags. Granted, it's, if you don't like using plastic, this isn't eco-friendly, but this is how they come. Then I got dark salmon. So we'll see how this shows up on camera. Oh, that's actually a little bit closer to real life. And then the last silk I got, or I purchased, is dark autumn gold. So I guess I went for the darks. Now, the project that I have slated for these to try, to use them for, is Summer House Stitchworks Nordic Yuletide. And the fabric that I have planned to use is an Exude Designs 56 count hot cocoa. So I'm hoping that these flosses with this fabric, I think that's going to look great. So while these are supposed to be like a Christmassy, I think with because my Christmas tree is all in bronzes, I think this is going to look really nice. So we'll see. So this might be what I pull out and start next week. Okay. Then, along with the silks, came 3 pieces of fabric that I ordered. Now, I had actually with this order, I ordered 2 pieces of 36 count because I like the colors. And I was like, well, let's try 36 count again. I haven't really stitched on 36 count much. The only time I've stitched on 36 count since the first year I got back into stitching in 2016 was that Renato Parolin owl tree that I did back in, December? So I ordered 2 pieces of 36 count. This is 36 count linen in sampler green. This is a 15 by 13 piece. So just a smaller size. I think that's a really pretty color green. Something, it's almost like a not, it's, there we go. That's a good color, good view right there of what that color looks like. So like an ivy green or a moss green. So I think that's going to be pretty for something on that. I have no idea what I'm going to use for any of these pieces. Then I got putting the string on this so I know what it's called. I don't want to lose these. A 32 count. I'll show you the other 36 last because it's my favorite. I got a 32 count rusty golden brown, and this is a 38 by 27. I might have an idea of what I'm going to use this for, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So I'm going to hold off on telling you what that is. This is a beautiful, like almost terracotta-like. Has a few splotches in it, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Really, really pretty terracotta-ish color. And it's a nice large piece of fabric. Very, very pretty. So that's a 32 count. Just curious, is there splotches on both sides? Yeah, not really. You can't see the splotches as well on the other side, so that's nice. So it's really apparent on one side, not so much on the other side. And then finally, the one I like the most is a 36 count. No clue what I'm going to put on it. You'll see why I like it so much. It's almost like an oil can yellow color. And it's called 1001 Nights. It's a 36 count Edinburgh linen. And it's also a 38 by 27 inch piece. And it is a little bit more splotchy color than I typically stitch with, but I think it's going to be beautiful for something. I just don't know what I'm going to put on it at this moment. But I have some ideas, but not 100% sure at this time. But it's a beautiful 36 count piece of fabric. So I highly recommend, if you've never tried any of Yukas's fabrics before or Floss's, go check out her Etsy store. Her store will be linked below. Exude Designs Fabric. It's Exude Designs on Etsy. And she's one of my favorites. I mean, she is definitely by far the fabric company that I use the most as far as hand-dyed fabrics. I do like cotton, color and cotton. I love Angela's color designs or color work. Exude Design, I love the feel and the colors that Yukas puts out with her fabrics. So go check her out on Etsy. And that's all I have for you today. I don't know what I'm going to get up to tonight. I did want to mention my plans. So I think I'm going to be moving back towards like one project a week. Maybe pop in, as far as cross stitch, pop in something here and there if I feel like I might be waning a bit as far as the interest level. on that project, but for the most part, it does seem like I'm enjoying the one project a week type thing again. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm always just ever going and just doing what I want to do when I want to do it. But that seems to be where my mind is at this time. So just wanted to throw that out there. So that's why it seems like maybe Monday I'm going to switch to a different project. But I say that, and then I might just continue working on Panda. So with that, I hope you have a great weekend until I see you again. And as always, don't forget to always be creative.